Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole and I am a recovering addict, and my sobriety date is July 13th, 2015. And welcome to our regularly scheduled Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, medication assisted recovery anonymous topic discussion meeting. I am so glad to have all you guys here with me today. I am so glad to be live right now. I have missed you guys so much. Y'all, I'm not even lying. I'm serious as a heart attack. I really did miss you guys. Um, I become accustomed to going live, and when I don't go live, I miss you guys. Y'all are my friends. Okay. Hey, Sky. Okay, cool. Go jump in the shower. So, as you can see, I got no makeup on. My hair's wild and crazy. Let me just go ahead and get it straightened out a little bit before we get into this video. I don't want to look like a whole hot mess. I mean, I can look like a half of a hot mess, but not a whole hot mess. Yeah, so we're not going to start right away. We're going to let everybody get in and get situated. Go ahead and come in and do me a favor and drop your sobriety date in the comment section. Let us know, are you on a maintenance medication? Are you on Suboxone? Are you on Sublocade, Vivitrol, Methadone? Yeah, we'll start in about 15-20 minutes. We're just going to get in here. We're going to hang out for a little bit before the meeting and talk, get your coffee and your snacks and all that good stuff. I'm back. I'm happy to be back, you guys. Happy to be back. We're going to get back on track next week with our workouts Monday through Saturday, and we are going to get back on track with our live streams Monday through Friday. Patrons, don't worry. This Sunday we will have a Patreon only live stream meeting, so that will still be the same. Tomorrow I'm going to take Nate and his friend to the lake, so I probably won't be online very much tomorrow, just because I'll be at the lake. But other than that, you can reach me. Like I said, you can reach me on Facebook. For those of you guys that are like, what, you have a Facebook? Let me get the Facebook page for y'all. Because if you're like wanting to get a hold of me, the best thing to do is to get a hold of me on Facebook through Messenger, because it's just easiest. I can answer Messenger while I'm running around and doing errands and all that stuff. So, hey, Lauren, what's up, girl? I appreciate it. Don't worry, I'll be okay, y'all. I just, a little emotional, but we're going to be getting through it together. So, I've never been somebody that has been good with loss. It's uncomfortable for me. And I'll tell y'all a couple of stories about times that I had friends pass away, and I just don't handle those things well. Let me get the link too, so that way if anybody wants to come up and share, y'all can come up and share tonight. So hold on just a second. I did a gel manicure, y'all, and it looks so good. I'll show y'all here in a second. My nails look so pretty. There we go. Okay, there. Okay, cool. I'll get that link. I'll have the link in just a second. Okay, guys? Hey, Candy, what's up, girl? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Barb. Hey, Sean. Hey, Merk. All right. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Cool. I just went ahead and linked them at the beginning. So you guys, tonight we're gonna have tonight we're gonna do something different that we don't normally do on my channel, and I am going to so this is what my idea is, and I was talking to all my patrons about it the other day, and I just thought it would be a good way to get people excited about getting involved with recovery. So tonight, you guys, I'm gonna nominate. I am going to highlight two people from our community who have really stepped up to the plate and have gone above and beyond the last week to help, to help others, to help Real Talk Recovery, to help themselves in their sobriety. And so each week there will be a guy and a girl that I recognize in the chat, for the Real Talk Recovery Family Member of the Week. Sorry, it's like a fly or something. And every week, every Friday, it's going to be two different people. So it will always be, there will always be a different person. You know what I mean? So there's not ever going to be two people that will get it that are the same. It's always going to be somebody different. And the reason why we're doing that is because I just want to get people excited about, just like I said, like getting involved. Okay. I see a lot of people on YouTube and they'll comment things like they're struggling, and Scotty, what's up, Scotty? That they'll be commenting about they're struggling, and then I'll suggest things to them like, hey, get involved, come join the Facebook group, come join the Discord, come join Patreon, make sure you make it to the meetings. And it's like there's no reason why you can't find support here on Real Talk Recovery. There's no reason why you can't find like 10 other people that will help you stay sober. Like, seriously. The only reason why you don't find support is because you're not actively seeking it. And I see a lot of people that want to get sober and they want to change their lives, but they don't want to do anything different. Okay. And so in order to stay sober and find support, you have to reach out and ask for it. You know, people are not going to hunt you down and make you stay sober. You have to do it on your own. And so I thought this would be a cool way to kind of highlight the people that I know have literally been putting themselves right in the middle of the pack and getting involved, you know, and helping themselves and helping others. So maybe that will inspire people, right, to get involved and get in the middle of things. Okay. All right. Okay. So tonight we're going to talk about grief. I was looking up the seven different stages of grief last night when I was laying in bed, because I thought it would be a good topic to talk about since my grandma just passed away, and because we all deal with, you know, addiction recovery, we lose a lot of friends because of the disease of addiction. And I can remember several times in my life, you guys, where I had friends that overdosed and died, and I lost my shit because of their deaths. And I went off the deep end and started getting high and just really fucked up. And so I want to help you guys to kind of learn how to cope and not go off the deep end like I did when I was in my addiction. And, you know, what am I doing now? How am I coping with death now that I'm sober? You know, I've had quite a few people die since I've gotten sober in my life, and I deal with it totally differently than I used to. And I think that is helping me stay on the right track, because I could get down and really get in a deep hole, you guys, and just really be depressed. Hey, Misty. Okay, so what we'll do is at like 7:05, I'll announce the Real Talk Recovery Family Members of the Week. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read from our Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous website and kind of share with you guys what Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous is and where you can find them and all that good stuff. So, Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous. One size does not fit all. Do you use prescribed medication to treat various drug and alcohol use disorders? Many people who utilize evidence based science to aid in their recovery sometimes feel uncomfortable in their day to day lives. Additionally, a multitude of people on this healing path have even felt unwelcome at traditional recovery meetings. We understand. At Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous, you're always welcome. Recovery is simply to recover from an unsafe lifestyle. MARA is a support group of people who believe in the value of medication as a means to recovery. We understand that our individual needs may not be the same, our backgrounds may not be the same, our futures may not be the same. However, our desire to live a safe lifestyle joins us together. Non-judgment is our code. Okay, now I'm going to read the 12 steps of MARA. Ready? Ready? Let's do these. Okay, Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous, the 12 steps. 1, we admitted that without help, we felt an inability to control our addiction and that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, we came to believe that, like all human beings, our power was limited and we needed to learn to let go and learn from others. 3, we made a decision to accept that we cannot control everything, assume a mindset of goodwill, seek the wisdom of responsible others, and discover our true voice within. 4, we made a searching and fearless inventory of our strengths, weaknesses, and misconceptions. 5, we admitted to ourselves without reservation and to another human being when we became ready and found the right person the exact nature of our unhealthy behaviors and misconceptions. 6, we were entirely ready to listen to wise counsel and seek that still small voice within to guide us to change our behaviors which have been harmful to ourselves and others. 7, we humbly began the process of deep change so we could overcome our weaknesses. 8, we made a list of all persons we had harmed, became willing to make amends to them all, and to forgive those against whom we have held grudges. 9, we made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, we continued to take personal inventory and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11, we sought through self-reflection and meditation to improve our awareness and understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And 12, as a result of these steps, we became aware of our true voice within. We came to realize our purpose and helped others find theirs. While the 12 steps and 12 traditions of Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous were inspired by AA's 12 steps and 12 traditions, they are not an adaptation. Rather, they were created specifically for this organization and should not be construed otherwise. AA is a program concerned with only the recovery of alcoholism and is not in any way affiliated with this fellowship. Okay. So how has everybody's week been? How did y'all fare without me the last 2 days? Tell me you missed me. Tell me that you couldn't handle it. I'm just playing. I haven't been able to come to the lives because I don't get good service at my new place. That's okay, Sarah. It's okay if you catch it on the replay, girl. But I'm glad to see you in here. Hey, Hitman. Hey, Sam. Hey, Nap. What's up? What's up, everybody? I'm so glad you guys are here. Hey, Bobby. I see you, girl. Let me just tell you guys. I feel like I'm getting so brown. Can you tell? My face is getting dark, huh? Hey, Barb. I missed you guys too. It's hard. It's hard sometimes, you know. Let me get the link too. So I wanted to share with you guys the 7 stages of grief that I've been reading about because I only thought there was 5 stages, but then I found this other article where it talks about the 7 stages. So I am going to pull that up. Okay. Okay, so let me tell y'all a story, okay? So, okay, I lost my first grandmother when I was like 14. No, my first grandpa. My first grandpa when I was 14, and that was my dad's dad. And I remember I was in 8th grade, and I had this guy that I sat by. His name was Matt. And at this time, we were in social studies. I'll never forget it, you guys. We were in social studies, and every morning he would wear 2 pairs of Nike socks. Matt, if you're watching this right now on Facebook, you know I'm talking about you. He would wear 2 pairs of socks, crew socks, the long socks, and I would scrunch them perfectly for him, you guys. Okay. I would scrunch them just perfect. Anyways, so I was scrunching his socks in social studies, and the principal called me to the office. Okay. And so got up and I went to the office, and that's when I got the word that my grandpa had passed away. And my mom and dad actually went to New York to set up the funeral for my grandfather, and me and my sisters stayed back in Arkansas. And if you guys watched my story from like start to finish, I talk about that in my story, because at that time my mom had left me and my sisters with a babysitter. And Bobby, are you still in here, girl? Do you remember Nancy? Um, Kathy's mom, Nancy? Anyway, my mom left me with Nancy, and I was like in charge of my sisters or whatever, but we were left with Nancy looking after us. And I remember like Nancy was just like really frantic and all over the place. Well, come to find out, she had an addiction also, and I didn't know that. I was just a kid. So when my grandpa passed away, I didn't like have any closure because I didn't get to go see him. I didn't get to go to his funeral or anything. It was just like I met him and he came down to visit us a couple times, and then he was gone. Okay. And so I had never really gone through the proper like stages of grief, right? Hey, Candace. And so when I think I was probably like 22 or 23. I can't remember how old I was, but I had already graduated high school. I had this best friend. Her name was Nikki, and she ended up taking her own life. And when that happened, she was my best friend, you guys. I lost my mind and I went off the deep end. I started shooting methamphetamine. I just went off the deep end. And after that happened, it was the first time I ever went to rehab. So I've never like properly learned how to grieve the loss of a loved one. And I don't know if there's any like proper way to do it. I think everybody has um their own things that they go through when they're grieving someone. But I wanted to share the 7 stages of grief with you guys because I thought that maybe I could kind of like as I grieve, and maybe I could reflect on and see if I feel and I can identify those feelings. Okay, so the 7 stages of grief are shock and denial. This is a state of disbelief and numbed feelings. Pain and guilt, which I feel like I was feeling guilty today about not seeing my grandma, um, because I live in Arkansas. Anger and bargaining, depression, the upward turn, reconstruction and working through, and acceptance and hope. There is no set timetable for grief. You may start to feel better in 6 to 8 weeks, but the whole process can last anywhere from 6 months to 4 years. You may start to feel better in small ways, and it will start to get a little easier to get up in the morning, or maybe you'll have more energy. So it can take a different amount of time for each person. And just like, I don't think that I'm going to have like a hard time because my grandmother and I were not very close. I didn't get to see her very often, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. And I'll tell you, when I lost my friend Nikki, that was the hardest time. That was the hardest thing I've ever been through. It was like losing a sister to me. But now that I'm sober, like I know that this too shall pass. I know that I don't have to focus on I can get through this because I have you guys, I have my family, I have my friends. You know, I don't have to let sadness or grief overtake me. My addiction started after my mom died. I think it's totally because I didn't know how to grieve her. You know what, Sarah? So whenever I went to treatment back in right after my friend Nikki died, they had me do this grief exercise, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. So they had me write a letter to her of what I think that they had me write a letter to her of how I felt about her committing suicide. Okay. Then they had me write a letter of what I think that she would say back to me. And then they had me write a letter saying goodbye to her. So they had me write 3 letters. I sat in one chair, and then one of the counselors sat in the other chair. And I read the letter to the counselor like the counselor was Nikki. Then the counselor read the letter that I wrote that I thought she would say back to me, right? Like it was her. And then I read the letter to her of what I felt and saying goodbye. And it helped me so much. It really helped me. And then you know what we did? We took the letter outside and we burned it. And it was like freeing, you know, it made me feel like it did make me feel better. But I swear to God, you guys, Nikki would follow me places. Like I would be driving my car and the song would come on that me and her used to listen to all the time. And my speedometer would go up and down. Like it was the craziest thing, you guys. Like it was so supernatural, like paranormal activity. My mother passed on Sunday, and I must admit we could go some serious verbal rounds. I miss my dad so much. It's been 5 years, and I'm still grieving. I'm so sorry, Misty. The letter writing exercise with your counselor sounds powerful. It was very powerful. And so the way that they had me do it was like I had to close my eyes, you guys, and like imagine that was her sitting across from me, and then read the letter of how I felt. And honestly, like reading the letter of how I felt, like I didn't even have to read the letter. I could just speak, you know, but I wrote 3 letters, and they were like, you know, they were substantial letters, and it was a huge exercise, and it was in front of everybody in the rehab. We had a circle of people around us, and we were sitting in the middle. But I really used my friend killing herself fueled my excuse to get high. And then I used that to stay out in my sickness even longer. And I went to her funeral high. I threw myself on her casket high, like a freaking nut. You know, if I could go back and apologize to her family, like if I could get in touch with her mom, I would make amends because I was high out of my mind. And I was so fucked up, you guys. I was so fucked up. I needed this one so bad, Nicole. I'm here, but I'm walking and my Wi-Fi is glitching, so I'm not in real time with you. But I'm here, and this is my number one I'm dealing with when it comes to relapse. Bobby, I know. So you guys, Bobby's husband, or he was going to be her husband, ended up overdosing. And so, girl, we love you and we're here to support you. You're part of our family, okay? Like, I want you to know that wherever you're at, please call me. I need you to call me because I haven't heard from you, and I know you're in Little Rock. But it's hard, you know, it's hard because I would use that sadness, and I'm not saying that the sadness and the grief is not there. Like it was real, but I would use it to fuel my addiction, you know, and today I'm not going to let my sadness or grieving fuel me getting high any longer, you know? We can do this. We don't have to let our emotions take over. We have to learn how to cope with the way that we're feeling and talk about it. You know, one of the things that I have to stress to you guys the most is that talking about the way you feel and reaching out and letting other people know, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of, like reaching out for help. Okay. I think that so many of us have been like trained that we're supposed to not ask for help and that we should be able to handle things on our own. And that's just not the way it is. The human race wouldn't have been created if we weren't supposed to have each other to lean on. We need each other. And that's what I'm here for. That's what you guys are here for. And, I love you guys. So now listen to this. I have an announcement to make. I want to announce the two people who I have chosen, the chosen ones. Okay. These are the chosen ones for this week. All right. Now, I'm going to say the girl first. So this girl literally drove me crazy at the beginning of the week, but now I'm so proud of her. The Real Talk Recovery family member of the week, who I have seen really step up to the plate and go above and beyond to help other members of the Real Talk Recovery family, is Nikki. That's right, Nikki. I am nominating you and recognizing you for a job well done. Nikki has been facilitating morning meditation on a Zoom meeting, and I have had a little birdie calling me every day to tell me how that meditation has been going. And I have been hearing from this little birdie that the meditation has been going for like 2 hours, and that this girl has been sharing. And if y'all know Nikki, you can barely get a whisper out of her, okay? A whisper. And so I just wanted to recognize her for a job well done and for really getting in the middle and helping, being of service. That's what helps me stay sober, is being of service to other people and being active and helping each other. Okay. And so I'm really freaking proud of you, Nicole Marie Cummings. I'm really proud of you. And I hope that you continue to keep doing the morning meditation, because I think it's really healthy for you and your recovery. I think you having a job to do, to be the leader of, is really helping you come out of your shell. I'm the kind of person that, like, I could just be the leader, I'm like, okay, I'm taking over. But when somebody is that not used to doing that, and they are quiet and they're shy and they step up and they start doing things that are out of their comfort zone, that's really going to help you grow in your sobriety. So I'm really proud of you. Like, I know that you guys think that I don't know or I'm not paying attention, but I know everything. I got eyes in the sky. Like, I'm a mom. I have eyes in the back of my head. So I'm really proud of you, girl. And that's a lot of responsibility. I can't wake up that early. Y'all, she wakes up at 7 a.m. her time to do these meditations in the morning. And I'm like, I used to be able to wake up early, but I can't do it anymore. So congratulations, Nikki. I need you to text me your address so I can send you something in the mail. Next line of business is our guy, who is the Real Talk Recovery family member of the week, is new to Real Talk Recovery. He's been with us for about 30 days, and he immediately got right in the middle of the fellowship, y'all, and that is Bubby, Drew. Drew's not with us right now because he's at work, because he got a motherfucking job, but I wanted to recognize him because he called me. The moment he found the channel, he called me. I called him back and he was in tears. He's struggling. He didn't have any support and he just needed people. He just needed people to be there. Okay. And so he joined Patreon. He joined our Discord. He joined everything. And at first everybody was like, we don't know about this guy. You know what I mean? And he is just amazing, you guys. And he got a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was so discouraged because he lost his job because of the coronavirus. He got cut off of his maintenance medication because of losing his job. And now he's got a job. he's still staying sober. I mean, he gets to see his kids. And so I know he's not here right now, but I went ahead and called him and told him that I picked him to be the first person to receive the Real Talk Recovery Family Member of the Week award. And I know y'all are probably like, this is so lame, but it's not, you guys. This is a big deal, okay? It's a big deal because this is helping people that are struggling, that have no support. You know, there are meetings, there's no meetings, no in real life meetings right now. And so we have literally started this thing right here on the channel and made a community. And so it really is a big deal. And it helps me out a lot when you guys are helping each other, because there's only one of me. And so when you guys can pull together and help each other, it helps me, because I like I said, there's 4,800 of you and there's only one of me. You know what I mean? So I got you, Misty. So I really appreciate you guys, like, for real. You have no idea how much it helps me having you guys to be with each other and support each other and everything like that. It really is. It means a lot to me. So text me y'all's addresses so I can send you something. Next line of business. I talked about this in the video I did earlier today. We got a lot to catch up on today because I haven't been on in 2 days. Next line of business is I'm getting a motherfucking P.O. box, and we are going to start a postcard wall. I want you guys, you don't have to send me any gifts, okay? I just want postcards from y'all's states. So that way we can see where the most people are at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to get one of those, what's they called? The boards that you can put tax on, that thing. And I want to fill it up. Y'all can send art. You can send Real Talk Recovery logo stuff. You can send postcards, letters, just stuff like that. No gifts or anything like that. I don't need no gifts. But I thought this would be cool. And then I could, like, you know, present it, you know, and say, look, we have people. I just thought that would be fun. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be cool. Okay. So we could do that together. Yeah. So those are the things I've been thinking about since I haven't been online for 2 days. And y'all are probably like, it was only 2 days, Nicole. Well, I had a lot of time to think. I thought that was a cool idea too. Well, you know who I got that from, Nap? There is a girl in the commentary community. Her name is Yaba, and she has like a whole postcard wall where all of her subscribers send her postcards, like, for Christmas and stuff. And I thought that was really cool. Also, Splinter from Prison POV has an art wall, and I also thought that was really, really cool, you know? So, yeah, I do too, Erin. Y'all, I can't be telling y'all all the people I watch, because I watch some scandalous channels. Okay, let's do a meditation too. Okay, hold on. Hey, Jules, what's up, girl? Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Ready? Commitment. I've often heard that happiness is an inside job, and much of the time I can be as happy as I decide to be. Yet I've often found happiness fleeting. I know it's unrealistic to expect to be happy all the time, but I think I might achieve this goal more often if I made a firmer commitment to my decision to be happy. Instead, I choose happiness and then abandon my choice at the first sign of trouble. How deep can my commitment be if I allow even slight obstacles to rob me of my sense of well-being? Commitment takes work. It is a discipline. When I make a decision, I must ask myself what I really want and if I'm willing to work for it. Old habits are hard to break. If I have a long-standing habit of responding to problems by feeling like a helpless victim, it may not be easy to stand by my decision to be happy. A change of attitude sometimes helps. Perhaps I can look at problems as opportunities to commit more deeply to my choices. In other words, every obstacle can prompt me to assert that I really mean it. I do want to be happy. When I make a choice and then stick with it, I teach myself that my choices do have meaning and I am worthy of trust. I have an opportunity to make a commitment to one of my choices today. Heck yeah. It's easy to, choose to be happy. Today I'm choosing to have a good day. Today one of the things that my sponsor used to tell me early in my sobriety is that um I can start my day over at any time. Okay? So let's say I wake up one day and I wake up, I'm having a great day, the sun's shining, I'm getting ready to go to work, and then I get a text message from my boss and it says, "You're fired." And then I say, "Well, fuck it. I'm fired now. I ain't got a job. I ain't got nothing, right? I'm pissed. I lost my job. I'm in a bad state of mind, okay?" Right then, I'm committing to having a bad day. I'm committing to letting that boss who fired me ruin my day and rent space in my head. Same thing on the internet. I read a nasty comment. Your FAT in the comment section. Right then, I can either read the comment and laugh it off and delete and block the person, or I can start typing back to them, cussing them out, telling them, no, they're fat. What are they talking about me? Right? And they're engaging with that person. I'm giving them my power. You know what I mean? I'm giving them my power right there. I'm handing it over to them. Here, have my day. You're gonna rule how I feel for the rest of the day. Man, I'm telling you what, you guys, it's been one hard thing for me to learn, to not let that kind of stuff ruin my day. you know it's easy to just get focused on negativity. It's easy to let the way I'm feeling about having my grandma pass away, like rinse just rule my whole day. But the show must go on. you know I have to keep pushing forward. If I get discouraged and I focus too much on being sad and depressed, it's going to take over my whole day. And so, like coming on today, this is a way that it helps me push forward and keep going one day at a time. Um, I know it's hard to move on whenever, you didn't get to say goodbye to somebody. I think that's what I struggle with about all the people that I've lost in my life, is that I feel like I didn't get to say goodbye to them. My friend Nikki, I wish I had been able to tell her how much she meant to me and that I appreciated her, because she let me move in with her when my boyfriend was beating me and I had nowhere to go. She paid my car payment, she paid my credit card bills, and she helped me because I had nowhere to go. I was getting high. My parents didn't want me there. And so her and her husband took me in and helped me and took care of me. You know, I wish I could have told my friend Ashley goodbye and told her how much I loved her and how much she meant to me, you know. And then my grandma, and I wish I could have told my grandma. I'm glad that I got to talk to her one last time, and hearing her say that, she loved me, was just like, when you're telling somebody goodbye because they're saying, I love you. I've always loved you, and they know that they're not going to be there anymore. I feel super grateful that I got to talk to her while she was still in her right mind and she could understand. Um, we all are going to pass away sometime. Sometimes I wish, because I like to be in control. You guys know that this is a lot about being in control. I wish I could control, when I'm going to go, and when my dad and mom are going to go, when my friends are going to go, so that way I could prepare myself and be ready for the way I was going to feel, but it don't work like that. That's not how it works. Oh, Wednesday, Erin, Wednesday. We knew my dad was dying of colon cancer and was given 9 months to live, and he died a little under 6 months. Cancer is so, I hate it. Like, I can't, it's like the craziest thing how it can just take somebody and just wither them away to nothing. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to know that, like, we're all in this together, though, and we don't have to, like, we're not going to let what happened and losing our loved ones keep us from staying sober. And that, my friends, is what this is all about. I am not going to go out and throw away my sobriety because my grandma passed away. You know what I mean? I've worked my damn ass off to get to where I'm at today. And so have you guys. So we're going to stay on the right track. And I've missed you guys so much. Like, I know it's only been 2 days, but I feel like it was forever long. You know what I mean? Like, because I get to come on here at night and I love talking to you guys in the evening where I can just let loose and we can laugh. And you guys help me stay on the right track. Y'all help me have a lifted spirit, positive state of mind, because I know. Hey, Jeff, what's up, babe? I know I'm going to come on here and you guys are going to help me have a good day. Look at my nails, though. I want to show y'all. I don't know if y'all can really see them, but look how long they're getting. Anyways, I'm so happy. Hey, Liz. Jeff, I'm so glad you're in here. If anybody wants to come up and talk, if any of you guys have any experiences that you want to share about losing a loved one, or if you want to just talk about how you're doing in your sobriety today, I just dropped the link in the comment section. Anybody is welcome to come up and share. And I'm going to say this one more time. Shout out to Nikki and Drew because y'all are killing it, helping with Real Talk Recovery and getting involved and helping each other. I really appreciate you guys. No, Erin, my grandma lives in New York, so I don't get to see her. My dad is actually up there right now with her, and so he got to be with it's his mom. When my mom was diagnosed with cervical cancer and I lost my mind, but you made me realize now that I'm sober and I can be there for her. So thank you. Misty, I remember that. And that's right. You know what, you guys? We get to be there for our loved ones. When we were in our active addiction, we couldn't be there for them. So that's thank you for reminding me of that, Misty. That's a really good way for us to look at it, is that when we were in our active addiction, we couldn't be there. We couldn't take care of our family. We couldn't go to the funeral. And if we did, we acted like a damn fool. Like I told you guys, I acted like a fool at my friend Nikki's funeral. I'm ashamed to say it, I really acted a hot mess. And listen to me, I'm going to tell y'all something. It was hard to just pick two people for the Real Talk Recovery family members of the week because there's a lot of you guys that I wanted to talk about today. But I know that next Friday we'll have two more people, and that way it'll just because I always ruin everything by doing it all at one time because I can't wait. And so today was supposed to be a surprise, but I went ahead and called Drew ahead of time to tell him. So I kind of ruined the whole thing. I literally cannot keep a secret, you guys. Like a secret like that. You know what I mean? Like with a present or something. One time, whenever Nate was little, me and my husband went out and got him some really cool stuff for his Christmas present. And my husband was like, yeah, well, he can open it on Christmas Eve, but no earlier. And I wanted so badly to give him the presents ahead of time because I don't know. I love sharing stuff like that. You know what I mean? It makes me so happy to see people get excited and have a good, it's like, I love that. Hey, Freya, what's up, girl? Hey, Amy, how you doing, girl? I just seen you. Come in here. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you guys are all here. I hope everybody's having a good day too. We're gonna Monday we will be back to our regularly scheduled programming, and I think I don't know what I want to do, you guys. I'm trying to think of whether or not you guys. I need you guys to help me with topics that y'all want to talk about from now on these nights, because I want to do things that you guys are in needing support with. So like if you're having struggles with being triggered and thinking of getting high, like I think we talked about that the other day, but like it's okay to think about getting high, just don't act on it, right? If you have a thought that comes into your mind, just know that today you have the power to make good choices because you're not getting high anymore. And one of the things that I always have to remind myself is that it's not worth it. I don't want to throw away everything I've worked so hard for. I don't want to hurt my family. I don't want to hurt you guys. I don't want to hurt my son. I have so much to be thankful and grateful for that I don't want to throw it all away because of because just to have one night of getting high. And you know what? It's not even going to be a good time because I'm going to be worried about, hurting and harming others the whole time. It's not going to be something that I can enjoy doing. You know what I mean? I am so proud of you guys. Okay, come on, Scott. Scott said, I'm coming up. I'm so proud of everybody, though, for staying sober and doing the right thing this week. I know that it can become difficult, you guys. I understand that the stresses of life can be overwhelming. Like, I want you guys to know that I understand. Like, I don't want you to think that I don't. I totally understand. Okay, believe that. There's some days that I have that are better than other days. There's some days where I'm on cloud nine and I just feel so happy. And then there's other days where I just feel depressed. One of the things that helps me so much is my son. I just watched a girl get arrested and they're towing her car. Oh no, and her dog is going to the pound. No, that sucks. I hate that. Listen to this. The other day, oh no, so it was about 2 weeks ago. Me and Nate went for a walk, and I brought my big dog Onyx with us, and we took him out hiking with us. But then it got really hot, so I turned my car on, and I turned the air condition on, and I left him in the car with a thing of water. Hold on.
Hey,
Hey,
girl.
girl. What's up?
Okay, so I just want to say what's on my mind and what I've been thinking. It doesn't mean I'm going to do anything, but I need to get it out.
Okay, yeah.
Lately, so I'm under a lot of stress. My job's on the line, which I hate anyway, but I haven't been on an interview in 30 years. My roommate's moving, so I have to look for a new one. It's just a lot, and I've been thinking like there's no way I'm not gonna get high again. That's just my twisted mind. I really don't want to. I really don't. Remember, they don't work for me anymore. So then the addiction side pops in and says, of course they didn't, but they will if so much time goes by.
Yeah.
So do I have a reservation? I don't know. Honestly, I want this so bad. I really do. I really do want it bad. But I've been doing it though every single day. I have passed the test, of triggers that have come up that have always caused me to use, and I haven't.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like I said before, they're not in my house anymore. But there's always a way. So
Right.
I could always find a way. It just wouldn't be as easy. So yeah, that's why I'm like toying with doing IOP so that I have to show up and be accountable. But
Right,
that's
right.
that's gonna end eventually too. I don't know. Right now, I'm just seeing how far I could go. I mean, I take a couple grams of kratom every day,
Uh-huh.
and I don't even take
How
them
does
every
that
day.
how does that make you feel? Like, what does that do?
It just takes away like the watery eyes. I
Uh-huh.
don't get energy or motivation from it. I probably could if I took a lot of it, but in the past I've taken a lot of it before, and you
Uh-huh.
do end up in the same, like if you take like 20 for 3 days in a row, on the fourth day you're gonna feel it, like, and it's like being in the same boat on a much lower level.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really just taking them to take the edge off the withdrawal symptoms.
Right, right.
I'm outside of my over there.
Well, you
You know,
know, you're doing good. All you got to do is stay in the middle of everybody. Get in the
I know.
middle of the just just be like, you guys, keep an eye on me. Check in on me, call me,
Yeah.
text me. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm here. Like, I hate coming up because I hate my face. I totally look like Steven Adler without makeup. If you Google him, you'll
No,
see the
you
resemblance.
don't.
It makes me so uncomfortable, but I just feel closer to y'all when I do it. Because it's like
Yeah.
to hear a tone in a voice. I want to know my sincerity. I'm not just sitting back saying, I'm definitely gonna again, because that's not the way it's coming out. It's a little more gentle. So
I, you're gonna do fine. Like, I know you can do this. I know that you can. You know what's going on. You're coming up to that. Are we at 30 days yet?
no, 26, and it was 28 days last time. But
You're
I'm
coming
past
up
that.
on your amount, and it's like you have this anxiety or something around this time of this. I don't know if it's these days or what, but
Well, this is
it's
even
like,
going to be tougher because Father's Day is coming up, then the anniversary of my father's death. July is the anniversary of Chris's death, which I'll never not feel guilt about that. There's, this, who wouldn't? Like, I could say all day the facts are there. It was not my fault, but I will never not regret those choices I made that night.
yeah.
But that's just something, I like when my cat died, I realized how much better I've been with the Chris grief, because I grieved my cat so hard. I
remember that.
Huh?
I remember that.
I grieved my cat so hard. It was like a person. And I thought, I haven't felt this level of grief for Chris in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So I've come a long way with that. So June is just going to be a challenge. And so, like, I have to work every day. So I can't join the morning meditation all the time. If I do, I can't stay the whole time. It's, like, I'm totally micromanaged at work right now. But yeah. And then, like, I get overwhelmed. There's Discord, Patreon, the Facebook, Hangouts.
We have a lot of stuff going on.
I can't, like, be everywhere. I feel, but I do reach out to I will continue to do that for sure. Because it's going to be trying. I had that little worry, but.
Have you thought about finding a lady that you like look up to that in one of the groups or around here that you could ask to like be a mentor or a sponsor or accountability partner?
Definitely. I do sort of have one. But that, long story short, she's now in a halfway house for single moms. So she relapsed. Her mother is into the recovery community, and she's going to find me another one. Right now, she's kind of taking her place.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you have somebody, right? And then you can call me anytime, you can call me.
I know. I appreciate it. Anyway,
I don't mind.
I'm glad that you took a couple days off for yourself. I'm glad you took a couple days off for yourself. To grieve.
Oh God. I didn't want to though. I felt horrible about it,
Oh, don't. No. Don't ever. Don't ever. You need the whole time sometimes. You know what I mean? We know you're still there. It's okay.
The whole time I was thinking, how many people went to the channel at 7 and I wasn't there? You know what I mean?
It's all right, girl.
So I figured y'all would be okay without me.
That's why they need to join Discord so they can hop in Hangouts and find somebody.
Yeah.
Right,
and y'all are, the thing about it is that you guys are all together, and so that's what makes it so awesome, is that there's so many different places where y'all can all chat, like either Discord or Patreon or Facebook, or you guys talk to each other on the cell phones. Like, for the longest time, we didn't have a group of people that were like mingling, and now I feel like more people are mingling together, which is so great, because it just makes it so much easier. So that way I can just kind of be in the middle and be like, hey guys, what are we doing today? You know?
Oh yeah, it can't all fall on your shoulders. You know what I mean? We have to. You're like running a daycare center.
No.
And a mental hospital with my depression.
I love it. Look at me. I love having everybody. Like, I feel like I love it. I love it. I like it a lot.
It's the best.
I feel like it's like all my kids. My babies.
I don't want to wear out my welcome. I love you.
Okay, I love you too.
See you soon.
You're gonna be fine, okay? Pick up the phone.
I know. There's no excuse for me to ever screw up now. I have too many lifelines. It'll be good.
Okay. All right. I love you.
Love you too.
Everyday purchases, $2,500 credit line.
Hey guys. Okay, I'm back. That's Sky, you guys. Sky she's fixing to hit 30 days sober. We know she can do this. You want to come up, Kayla? Hold on, girl. Let me get the link. All right, there you go. It should be popping up on the chat any second now. What are you eating?
Rice. Come on. Do you want some?
Mm-mm.
There's some left.
Yes, good job sharing, Sky. Sky's always good about sharing, y'all. Hey, girl, what's up?
Hey, girl. You doing okay?
What are you doing?
I'm in here.
What about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. The girls are gone. Well, the girls went with Eric to Indiana. They've been gone for the last month.
Indiana?
Mm-hmm. He's got family. His mom lives there.
Oh, okay.
And guess what I did, though, 2 days ago?
What?
Bought a car. A van, actually.
You did? That's awesome.
I know. I started crying. When I finally got in the driver's seat, I started bawling. I was like, it's just, you know, I never would have thought that recovery, number one, was possible, and number two, would change my life so dramatically. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that same day I bought the car, I went to court, and it's an old charge that the judge kept open so that I could make some payments, and then he was going to wipe the fees away. And I go in there, and I had made all the payments, and this judge has known me since I was 17. And I go in there and I tell him I'm still clean. I got the girls back. My CPS case is closed. And he said, Kayla, I got to interrupt you. All these years you've been saying you want to get your kids back. And he said, I never would have thought you would have ever got them back. And he ended up taking, waiving all my fees, and then taking everything out of collections that I owed. We waived all of those fees, almost $10,000 worth of fees he waived for me. And it released the holds on my license. So now I have this hold that's in a different city that's in the process of getting waived. But either way, it was like everything has just came so full circle. Like, I remember at a point in my life where I was like having these things, like just a bunch of wreckage, and I remember thinking, like, well, it doesn't matter. I'm never going to deal with it anyway. I'll get a ticket here and fines here. I'm never going to pay for it. And then getting clean and being like, dang, what was I thinking? Like, why did I make all this big mess that now I have to clean up? And man, when I bought the van, I got in that driver's side and I could not stop crying. I was just like so excited. So excited. Like, it's perfect for the girls. Like, it's nice. Like, it's just crazy. It's so crazy to just think about life. And then, you know, it's hard because I live in a place where people use, like, there's people who get high all around me. And when I moved here, I had a really good friend who was my roommate in treatment. And she had 2 years clean, and her CPS case closed, and she relapsed like a day after. And I've been really trying to help her, but it's like, I don't know what else to do now, you know?
Girl, you better not be fucking with that girl. You can't help her. You know that you cannot do anything for her. She's gonna drag you down with her. She's gonna have
no, I'm not at that point. We're not hanging out or none of that. It's like,
okay.
She lives in my apartment, and when she relapsed and I found out, you know what I did? I got on the phone and I called her mother. I said, excuse me, miss, your daughter's getting high, and we need to figure out something to help her, because and I went and told the staff, they can call me what they want, snitch, whatever they want to say. But
worry about that. You know, it makes me worry because I've been in the same position where I had people I was friends with and I wanted to help them, but it's like, I can't, there's nothing I can do. Like, you got to do it for yourself.
Yeah, it gets to a point where it's like, I felt like we had a window of time in the beginning when she first relapsed that we might be able to get her back. Yeah. But we're past that. We're way past it. And it's like, it's devastating. And if I'm being honest, it's hard for me to even consider this, but I've thought about calling CPS. It's at that point. You know what I mean? She's got a baby. And it takes a lot for me to even think that route. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I just can't do it. I can't. But I don't know. It's devastating to watch a friend lose it all. And knowing, like, I've been in that, when we were roommates in treatment together, we made a deal. I made a deal with her because I didn't think I was going to stay sober. I had no faith in myself. I had never stayed sober before. And I told her, here's my mom's phone number. If I relapse, please call my family because it's going to get bad for me. I know, and I'm probably going to die. And we made that agreement. And it's like, I'm the one that stayed clean, and I'm like watching her. It's just devastating. This addiction is so powerful, and just like, man. It's hard to watch friends like lose it all.
It is. You know? I know it is hard. It is hard, but you have done it, and you know that it can be done. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing it right now. You're staying sober. Your case is closed. You know?
Yeah, but it's like, I just remember, I never, like, if I could have bet money in the beginning of my recovery, if I could have bet, I would have bet $1,000 that I would have relapsed. Like, I had no faith in myself. And then it's like, I was going hiking the other day, and everything kind of like hit me all at once. And it was like,
I saw you, girl, on Instagram.
And I was like, you know what? If you just keep moving, just keep going. Keep going. Days are going to get bad because I wanted to quit. That hike is damn near 8 miles, 7.something miles. Up a freaking mountain. I'm like, what do I look like out here? But, you know, it just, everything, the beginning is the hardest. Now it feels easier to stay sober. In the beginning, it was like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? But anybody who's watching this and who is early in recovery, just remember, keep going forward. don't look back. We're not going that way. We're going forward. You just got to keep moving, because the next, even if it's a rough day, shit, I'm bipolar. The other day, I couldn't get out of bed. I don't want to say I was suicidal. I'm not suicidal, but it's like a deep, deep depression where I feel like the world is ending, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get out of bed. Felt like everything was, and I just got through that day, did the bare minimum, and woke up the next day. Felt a little bit better, not perfect, but it's just got to keep moving. So if you're having a bad day, sometimes, shit, if you're having a real bad day, shit, go to bed.
Yes, I know. Just wake up the next day and start over. I know.
Yeah, we'll try again tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do. But I do that with the kids, too. I'll be like, look, you guys are going crazy. I'm going crazy. Go to bed. Go to bed. It's 6 o'clock. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry, my sister's calling. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
But yeah, it's, oh God. She's gonna keep calling, I bet. I think they might be here.
I do the same thing. Like I'll have a bad day and I'll tell my son, like, today we're vegging out. Today we're having a movie day where mom just lays in bed and we rent movies and we have popcorn like we're at the movie theater, but we're really not. You know, because that's all I can get myself.
Nicole, my mom is calling me. She's here right now, so I gotta go.
All right, love you. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on your new car.
Thank you.
Bye, girl.
Okay.
Hey, that was a hope shot, huh, you guys? That was what we needed to hear today. Kayla's kicking ass and taking names. That's what's up, you guys. That is what's up. Listen, if Kayla can get sober, anybody can get sober. If y'all haven't watched the videos that we've done together where she told her whole story, go to my playlist where interviews are at. Here, I'll get it right now. And watch that girl's story. She wasn't nothing to play with when she was in her addiction. Okay. She was bad. She was bad as I was. She was bad as I was. She might have been a little bit worse than me. That's how bad she was in her addiction. I'm telling you guys. And if she can get sober, anybody can get sober. Anybody. Also, I think Merck linked her channel in the comment section. So go check her channel out, man. She's good people. And I know that feeling where you're like, I'm doing this. I remember the first time I got my car. So if y'all didn't know this, when I got into my addiction, I had a car. I had a 2001 Ford Focus. I bought it brand new. I bought it in 2000. And by 2012, I had sold my car for $3,000. And I took that money and I gave my parents some and I took the rest of it and I bought Roxy's and Xanax and methamphetamine and all kinds of stuff. And I went on a drug bender, right? So I had no car when I got sober. I had no car. My license was suspended. I had no house to live in. And so I came here. Me and my husband moved into this house. My mother-in-law rented the house to us, which she don't give us a discount. Just know that. She rents this house to us. And all we had was my husband's truck. That's all we had. And so I went 2 years walking everywhere. I put Nate in a stroller and I walked everywhere I went. Everywhere. If me and Nate wanted to go to the playground, I was walking. If we wanted to go to the store, I was walking. So when I got my car, I remember sitting in my car and driving everywhere and just crying because I was like, skirt, skirt. You know what I mean? It was great. I remember that feeling. Anybody can get sober, you guys. The reason why I get kind of worried whenever I hear somebody say, my friend relapsed, I'm trying to help them. Only because I've tried to help my friends a million times. And every time I tried to help them, I ended up getting high. I ended up getting high with them. So if you have a friend that relapses, okay, and you are dead set on helping them, I want you to get someone else to be with you so you're not doing it alone. I want you to find somebody that's been sober longer than you have, and you take them with you to help your friend. Don't go alone. That way, you got backup. You know what I mean? But, you know, Kayla has came up out of the gutter, and she got her case closed and got her kids back. And so her friend can do that too. And I hate that happens. And like I said, I have compassion, you guys, but we got to stay sober, especially for our kids. If you got kids, you don't want to get your kids taken away. You don't want your kids to have to go to CPS. It's no way that you do not want them to have to go into the system. It is the worst. The worst. So I'm so glad. Sky and Kayla, y'all both did so good. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing with everybody. It just was so nice to hear from both of you guys tonight. It makes me so happy when y'all come up here and share, because I can sit up here and share all day long. I just feel like you guys already know, like, y'all know my story. And so when somebody else can come up and share how they're doing, it makes me really happy, because anybody can get sober, you guys. You just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other. You can't let little things, discourage you and keep you down and keep you relapsing. Because if you stay out there and you just keep on relapsing, your life is going to go nowhere. You're going to lose everything, and you don't want to be dead. That's where you're going to go. You're going to die. So, are you feeding the dogs?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see, you guys. Hold on just a second. She found it. That's it.
Did you use this?
No, I haven't used it yet. Yes, you just have to want it. You have to want your sobriety, you guys, like you wanted to get high. It's going to help putting one, and just like she said, put one foot in front of the other. Okay. If you have a bad day, that's okay. Listen, I have days where, like I told my husband the other day, you guys, I was just laying in bed and I was like, I didn't get out of my pajamas. I said, I'm not getting out of my pajamas today. I'm not doing anything today. And that's okay. It's okay to have a day where you don't do anything. Like Neil's day off, his day is off today. So he works all the time. So he's really tired. So he's chilling. Him and my little boy have been just chilling all day. They went down to the park for a little bit. Now they're back, and he's chilling for the rest of the day. You don't have to be constantly doing something all the time. Enjoy your home. Enjoy, like, now that I'm sober, I like being at home. When I was high, I was always running because I couldn't stay still, because if I was staying still, I had to think about myself. I had to look at the life that I had ruined. I was living, at the time I thought I was living the dream, getting high, being the biggest tweaker of all Arkansas. But it was torture, actually. It was not anything that you would ever want to do. Staying up all night, not eating, hallucinating, seeing stuff. It was horrible. It was like being in hell. Okay? Hell. I talked to somebody the other night, and they have a relative that is using methamphetamine, and they were telling me how they were watching their relative, and they were like, it doesn't look fun at all. And I'm like, it really isn't fun at all. It's horrible. And now we're sober. We don't have to live in that fucking misery anymore. What's up? Oh, Freya, you can do it, girl. You can do it. You guys are all doing great. Listen, y'all are all doing a great job. It doesn't matter if you've been sober for 20 days, 30 days, 1 month, a year, right? It doesn't matter. You guys are, all you have to do is keep going forward. All right? There's this thing that they say, I forget what the quote is, but it's something about being in motion, like moving forward, right? as long as you're moving forward, you know, I don't know what the saying is, but it's about moving forward and keeping on moving, not stopping. Okay. Not becoming stagnant, not getting complacent, right? That's what this channel does for me. Coming on here and talking with you guys and just interacting with you guys through the chat, it helps me to keep moving forward in my sobriety. You know, it helps me to keep talking about new topics. You guys inspire me every day, you know. Hey, what's up, Breakfast Club fan? What you doing, girl? Yes, there you go. An entity in motion remains in motion. Exactly. So just like in our sobriety, we got to keep moving forward. We got to keep staying on the right path. What's up, Fred? I'm glad you're in here, man. I hope you're having a great day. Tales from the Pen, y'all. I saw you cooking some food on Tales from the Pen the other day. I had you on the big screen, actually, while I was laying in bed. You know what's the funniest thing to me sometimes, you guys, is like I get to tune in and I watch my friends on YouTube on my TV, and I almost feel like we're like famous. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, we're on TV. But that's the thing. Like, as long as we keep moving forward, you guys, we get that momentum. That's what I mean. That momentum, right? And it helps us to keep on the right path. Okay, so I can stop and I can look back at my past, but I'm only glancing. I'm not staying back there, y'all. I'm not going to go and find my people from my past and go hang out with people. I'm going to look back, remember where I came from, and keep on the right path going forward. Because back there, I don't want to go back there, you guys. I've been there, done that. Don't need to go back. It's not anywhere I want to go anymore, you know? I have something to tell you guys, something crazy that happened the other night. So the other night I am on Facebook, and remember about 10 months ago, you guys, when I got a message on my Facebook and it was my old boyfriend. Do you guys remember the story time I told y'all? Let me see if he's over here on Facebook watching. I don't want him to hear me. Do y'all remember the story time I told you guys about my friend Joe with the one leg? Well, he had called me about 10 months ago and he said, about my friend Joe with the one leg. Oh, thanks, you guys. Okay, so he had messaged me about 10 months ago and he was like, hey, find me a bail bondsman. And I was like, okay. And so I started trying to find him a bail bondsman. And then I didn't hear from him ever again. So I figured he went to the penitentiary. You know, I knew he had went back. And so Merck, I kid you not, y'all, my phone rings yesterday and lo and behold, it's Joe. And I was like, what are you doing? Let me read y'all the message because I'm actually kind of happy about it. Because you know me, I'm all about people turning their life around. And I thought this dude was hopeless. I didn't think he was ever going to get sober. Okay. But this is a good message. So let me read it to you. Hey, I'm out. I'm clean and I'm sober by my own choice. Nobody's forcing me and I feel great. Hey! And so he called me and I talked to him and he said that while he was locked up, he was doing like the NA and AA meetings and the Celebrate Recovery, and that he's been going to meetings where he lives since he got out because I guess they're like having meetings there. He lives in a real small town. And I was just like, everybody from my past, you guys, is getting their life together and getting sober. And it's so amazing to hear. You know, I'm so happy that people are finally finding recovery. I know that people probably found that same way or felt that same way about me. That girl, Nicole, she's never going to get sober. She's going to be a junkie for the rest of her life. Then, do you guys remember the story I told you guys about me going into the coma for 7 days? And before I went into the coma, I hallucinated, right? and I was sitting in this recliner and I was hallucinating, and I saw Cy from Duck Dynasty coming out of the vent of this trailer. When he called me the other night, he said to me, "You called me one night and you said, Cy from Duck Dynasty is coming out of the trailer." He goes, "I drove all the way out to Southwest Little Rock to pick you up, and you wouldn't come out of the trailer." And I was pissed. I started freaking out. I said, "So it is true. I knew I saw that. I told you guys, I'm not just making these stories up. I was hallucinating, calling him, telling him that Cy was in the, I knew it. I was screaming, jumping up and down on the phone. I was like, I knew it. I knew it. Like it just reaffirmed that, like, that stuff happened, that stuff happened. This sounds so weird, but I just found out my old dealer is in jail, not getting out for a few years. Such a relief. It's like this weight is off my shoulders. Breakfast Club fan, I totally understand. I totally understand. Whose channel do you want me to link, Freya? Tales from the Pen? Hold on. You'll love Fred. He's good people. Y'all like him. He's like a male version of me. He likes to talk. You know who else that I really loved having on the other night? What did you guys think about Dean? He was a good storyteller. He liked to talk. I love it when I have a guest on that just talks and we just talk and we just talk. It's so easy. The conversation just goes. Like, I love that. Like Kayla, just talking. Yeah, man. Listen to me, you guys. I'm all about a freaking story from somebody coming up and changing their life. Like, I was just doing recovery related stories, just addiction recovery, but I've had a couple of guys on here that they didn't have addictions, but they went to jail and prison for crimes and they've turned their life around. That's what this is about. It's about giving people hope, letting them know that, what, your past does not define you. You do not have to live that way anymore. For the longest time, I thought that I didn't have any hope in myself. I didn't have any confidence. I didn't have any love for myself. I didn't have any hope. And I thought that was just the way my life was going to be. And that was just the way it was going to be. And I'm so glad that I got help, you guys, because I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't gotten help. I'm so glad that I made a YouTube channel because this inspires me to keep on moving forward. It helps me. You guys help me because I have y'all to talk to. Freya, I love hearing people's stories. When I go to a meeting, like when I used to go to AA and NA meetings, before they closed them down, I loved speaker meetings. Those are my favorite kind of meetings because I just feel like I get so much hope when somebody else shares their struggles and how they've overcome, Yes, that's right. That's right, girl. It is a different. And here's the thing. I was even telling everybody on Facebook today, like, we have a channel called Real Talk Recovery, but we're in recovery from all vices. Like, you can eat, like me. I have a food addiction. I have drug addiction. I have alcoholism. I have spending money addiction, credit card addiction. Oh, that's right. It is literally gives me so much motivation when I can help other people. It's like I was telling somebody the other day, it's like getting high on drugs without the drugs because you get to see the fruits of your labor. Like, I get to see you guys getting involved, helping each other, staying sober. Kayla buying a car, getting her kids back. When she first came on my channel, she didn't have her kids back yet. She didn't have her case closed yet, and now she's got her case closed, got a new car, out exercising. Like, it doesn't happen overnight. I didn't wake up one day and say, you know what? My whole life is going to be better. I'm changing, right? I woke up and it took me one thing at a time, right? It took me little baby steps moving forward, right? And I wish more people would have gotten involved on that I'm not anonymous thing, you guys, but it's so hard. What I've learned on YouTube, oh my God, is this really happening right now? Hey, girl.
Hi. Hi. I got a mask on, so I don't know if
Nicole,
you can hear me all that way.
can you hear me, girl?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hold on, guys. Let me see if.
All right, hold on.
Hey, Charlie, what's up? You're in love with me. Oh, Lord, help me. Come here, baby. I got a man. He's in love with me on the YouTube channel right now. I need you to say hi. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh,
I didn't
anytime,
want to turn
girl.
my
I'm proud of you.
yeah, I didn't want to turn my camera on because I'm walking around the grocery store.
Uh-huh. Well, listen, listen to me. I'm proud of you. I want you to keep doing what you're doing because this is going to help change your life, helping others, doing the meditations. It's a good responsibility to have, and it's helping you come out of your shell. You're doing a great job, girl. Keep doing that, okay?
Oh, well, I'm trying.
And I appreciate you, okay? I appreciate the service that you're giving and helping others. I appreciate you like texting me and checking on me. Like, I wanted you to know that I see you and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay? I love you, girl. Keep doing the damn thing.
All right, I love you too. I'm going to get back into the chat.
Okay, baby.
All right, bye.
Bye. Oh, God. I see Sky over there. Sky is our 13th stepper, y'all. Is my mom in the chat? I don't think so. Let me see. Sky. I was about to text my mom and tell her to come over here, and then I realized why you were saying it. Girl, you are so crazy. Do you know when I was a little girl, I was in high school, you guys? Drew, I just got done telling everybody about you being the Real Talk Recovery Family Member of the Week. It's a big deal, you guys. And listen, I hope you guys know, like, I wish I could do morning meditation with you guys every morning, but it takes everything in my power to do all the other stuff that I'm doing. And so I hope y'all know it's not because I don't care or don't want to. It's just because I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up, and I get kind of burnt out sometimes, and I don't want to get burnt out doing 3 meetings a day. So I already do 2. We do our workouts and we do our 7 o'clock meeting. So Nikki taking over and doing the morning one really helped me out a lot, you guys. Oh, well, Drew, we love you, man, and you've been such a good you have been such a good asset to the community, and I wanted to recognize you for that. You know, I wanted to pick a couple people at the same time, but I could only do 2 at a time, a boy and a girl. And that way next week I know exactly. I already have in my mind who next Fridays are and the next Friday. So I'm already like lining you guys up to get it, you know? And also this is going to be a way that I can like, you know, I just want you guys to know that I see you. I appreciate you. You participating, you guys. You scared me because I couldn't believe you came up here, girl. I want you guys to know that you participating is what makes this channel. If I didn't have you guys participating, it would not make my channel would be nothing. Okay. Like this channel isn't about me just uploading pre-recorded videos. Okay. This channel is being built because of the sense of community that we have here. And I cannot do that without you guys. I can't do it without you guys. I'm only one person. And so this channel it's being ran and built by y'all. You know, I don't have a regular YouTube channel, you know. we have a community, and I couldn't do it without y'all. And so it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I also have a big announcement to make. So since we're doing these, like, hey Kim, it's okay, girl, we're going late tonight because I haven't been on for a couple days. You know, since we have started like doing kind of these kind of things where I'm having you guys and trying to recognize y'all for things, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have like letterheads and envelopes and stuff printed with Real Talk Recovery on them, so that, and I'm going to have all kinds of stuff so that way I can send you guys stuff. Hey Tamia, what's up, girl? Thanks for being here. Oh, really? 140? That's it? Damn, we're getting close, guys. We're getting close. You guys have helped me so much to build this channel, so I couldn't do it without y'all. I really, really couldn't. I have to tell y'all, also, I'm going to be probably going to Texas in July. So y'all know what that means. That means me and Cindy Briggs are going to be in the same state. And that means if me and Cindy Briggs are in the same state, we're going to have to do a video together. It's going to be on. Hey, Bubby, if you want to come up, there's a link. I don't know if you do or not, but I put the link in the chat. And welcome to everybody that's new in the chat. We are so glad to have you guys here. Tonight has just been a free-for-all because I haven't been on in a couple days, and I wanted to talk about a bunch of different things and just get back on track with you guys, you know? Well, welcome, girl. We are so glad that you're here. Seriously. And you're welcome. Everybody's welcome here on Real Talk Recovery, huh, guys? We got a whole family here. What up, Mama?
Hello.
Hey, babe.
I missed you the last couple days, but I know like you needed to take days off, so we understand.
I was going. I felt bad not being on here with you guys. You know that, right?
Yeah, we know. It's crazy because like we all get on like hangout chats. Is Nicole getting on today? Like, no, she's gonna do her own thing tonight, you know, or whatever. So I mean, we understand, we know, and you're in our thoughts and prayers, and you know, we know losing someone close to like that is very like hard, and we've all been through it one way or another, and we just want you to know that we love you. And I wasn't gonna say anything, but
I love you too, girl. You know,
yeah.
I love you, and you help me so much too, Mama. Like, I want you guys to know that there's a lot of you guys that help me, and that's why I want to start doing these things where I do the recognition on Fridays, because you guys all really do help me out a lot by just being active, by helping me. Hey, Nicole, don't forget tonight are we doing this? I mean, that helps me. It's not bothering me at all. It really does help me because I've got my kid, I got my husband, I got my jobs. And so you guys help me because this is a community. This is a group thing we got going on here.
And like I'm on like a whole ton of YouTube channels, and like you're the only one that I know of that has that much interaction with their fans. And you know, you try and get to know everybody, and I know there's over 4,000, almost 5,000 people now, and it's not possible for you to get to know everybody, but like you're doing your very hardest, and people that actually reach out for your help, and like you send them over to Patreon, and like we welcome them, and you know, we're supportive, and like, you know, if they have a problem, they reach out for the most part, and you know, we're there to listen to them if anything goes down, you know. And if like, say, I know I'm not an addict or anything, but like if something important was to come up, I contact somebody, you know. Right. I contact like Cindy or Nicole, Nikki, but like even if it was important enough, I'd contact you, say, hey, this person is da da da, you know, and or give them your number, say like call Nicole, like she can help you through this or whatnot. So like that's what my part is. Like I try to be there, and like like they call me quote unquote secretary, but like it's just one big joke, but it's
it's
funny.
serious. It really is.
But like usually if there's a new person that joins, like I'll text a couple people, hey new person.
Yeah,
That's
that's
funny.
what it's all about, you guys, though. It's serious, though, because, like, we all can't be in one place at one time, but we can all help each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
Yeah.
it really is. It helps a lot. And that is, you would be surprised how great it feels to have people greet you when you come into the chat. I can tell you this.
Yeah.
I go to people's chats on live streams all the time. Do you
Yeah,
know
me too.
nobody greets you when you come into a chat, but here on Real Talk Recovery they do. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you say, hey, I'm here, and you got like 5
You know?
people saying, hello.
Yes. That's
I
what's
like it.
up,
I love
dude.
it.
That's where it's at. That's what makes it so much fun, because everybody is like getting involved. It's like we couldn't do it though. I cannot do it on my own. Y'all are helping me. I have to have you guys to help me, because I can't do it on my own. I tried to do it on my own for a long time and it just doesn't work. But now we got a good, solid group of people. We got a good core group of people. And so we're just going to keep growing from here. As long as we keep that non-judgment, loving, tolerant, inclusive group, like we keep that mindset, right? That everybody's different. Not everybody's in the same spot in their recovery. Not everybody's going to be doing the same thing. And we remember that, and we treat each other with kindness and respect. We're going to keep it going up from here. It's only going to get bigger.
Right.
Bigger.
And like everybody like that you talk to and you help and are there for is like, Nicole's the best. Like, she cares about her people. She provides that help if you need it. And like, there's a couple people. I just watched that Dean's new video, and he was like, I thank Nicole, for what she's done for me and let me on her channel. And like he said, like, thank you, Nicole. Like, you mean a lot to me. And I don't know if you've seen that new video or not. Probably not, because you've been busy. But like, I just watched it earlier today, and he was like, "Thank you, Nicole. I really appreciate it."
Yeah,
and like,
I gotta watch it. That makes me so happy. Like, listen, you guys, I'm not too good. Anybody wants to come on my channel that wants to share their story is more than welcome. I remember a time when I first started out on my YouTube channel, and I wanted to be, I tried to be in with these certain people, and I wanted to work with them, and they shunned me, and it made me feel so terrible. And so I want you guys to know, like, anybody that ever wants to come up here and share, that needs support, that needs help with their channel, just talk to me. Just send me a message. I'll do anything I can to help you out. And I'll tell you this, word's getting around, because I've had several people reach out and say, hey, can you help me with my channel? Can you show me what I need to do for this? And I don't mind taking the time to show somebody. All I ask is that when you get to a point and you can help somebody else, to do the same, to pass it on.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Pay it forward.
Yeah. Pay it forward.
Yeah. And like, it's since I've been over here and like in your community, and like when I remember when I first came in, like I didn't know anything, obviously. And like everybody welcomed me, like, welcome Melissa, welcome Melissa, welcome Melissa. Like, who are these people? Like, and that's why I stuck around. And like some people like don't understand like why I'm here, but it's because you guys have good hearts, and you're showing me like you can have no judgment and look at things in a different perspective in life, even if it's not about like recovery, even though like you're recovery based, like anything and everything in life. Like I look at my mom, she has so much judgment towards anything and everything, and like she jumps to conclusions so fast, it's not funny. And like just being around here is like teaching me that you can really look at something a different way, and maybe something's going on and behind the scenes, and if you don't have that judgment, then you can really help them. So like, thank you, and I
Yeah.
appreciate everything.
That's so awesome, girl, because that's exactly what we're trying to do here, is help people to understand that just because I'm an addict, just because I went to prison, just because I did bad things, it doesn't mean that's who I am today. And to hear that from you, from somebody who's not an addict, saying that you're learning that from us, that's exactly what I hope to achieve, is that we can help people see things from a different point of view. I am so happy to hear that you are, that's what's happening, because I know it's easy to come in and say, she's a felon, she's been to prison, she stole, she lost her kids, oh, she's a bad mom, and just write me off, right? But it's like, stop, wait, get to know me, know my heart.
Yeah,
I'm a changed
exactly.
person. I'm a new woman. Thank you for saying that. I love you, girl. I am so happy that you come up and said that. Like, I don't realize that you're like actually getting that from the channel. So
yeah, and like, it's just not from like you, it's from the whole 9 yards of like being in the recovery stuff, and like Cindy, like Nikki, and like everybody that's over there in Hangouts chat. We talk every morning, we talk every night. Like, it's amazing. I love everybody, and I couldn't be in a better place.
Oh, we love you too, girl. We love you too.
I love you guys too. So, and like, I met some really amazing friends, and I do care, love every one of you. So,
we do.
I know. And like, it's gotten bad, but like, you guys are like the first people I tell things to. Like, something goes on, and like, hey Cindy, this is what's going on, and she like talks you through it, or she calls me, or like, me and Rosie's gotten really close and tight, and like, all of them. And like, I'm working on, like, getting to know the new people, and I hope that they, understand, like, I don't know exactly where they're coming from, but I'm willing to learn.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you, Melissa. Like, seriously, thank you for that. We love you so much, and you're part of our family, and we appreciate all the work that you do to help everybody, for real.
You're welcome. And yeah, like I said before, I love everybody. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm sitting here. Girl. I know, and it's just I feel like you guys are all my sisters, and like, I do care about like everyone's lives, even though I don't know the whole 9 yards. I don't really care, but it's just like, you guys like are all bringing something to the table, and that's what it should be.
That's right.
So,
we all care for each other, and that's what we are establishing, friendships and relationships, healthy ones.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I love you, girl.
All right, I love you too. I'm gonna get off here, so I will let you go, and I love you, and I'll talk to you later.
Love you.
Mwah. Bye, guys.
Bye, girl. Damn. That makes me so happy, y'all. Like, I could literally, Mama's not an addict, and the fact that she's learning from us, and she's learning that not everybody that has an addiction is a bad person. Not everybody that has committed crimes is a bad person. Like, that is just amazing to me, you guys. Like, I really hope that more and more people find our channel, and that maybe their loved ones are addicts. Maybe they're, maybe they know somebody they work with that's an addict, and they come and they find the channel, and they're able to learn and realize that, we just need each other. We just need to help each other, and that this is about compassion. This is about love. This is about tolerance. This is about community, and I'm just so like, thank you for everybody that came up tonight, y'all. Like, Y'all had me. Y'all told y'all. Thank you. I'm so glad that I came on tonight. That's right, Grandma. No judgment. That's right, Freya. You know, when I first started my channel, I've said this many times, but I was so rigid. And I feel like the way I came across when I first started my channel was just like I was better than, or that I was above you guys and I was teaching you something. But I really hope y'all realize, like, I've learned so much since I started my channel, and I'm just the same as you guys. Like, we're all in this together, and you guys help me just as much as I help you. So, yay, Kim, that's great. So, I love you guys. I'm going to get off here. We had a good meeting tonight. I feel like we all got to share. Oh, Grandma, yes, I'll text it to you, okay? I'll text it to you right now. Oh, okay, Drew, go drive home. Drew's got an hour drive home. I love you guys. Congratulations to Nikki and Drew on Real Talk Recovery Family Members of the Week. Please text me your addresses, and I will see you guys. I'm going to Hot Springs tomorrow to go to the lake, so I might do a live stream at the spillway like I did the other day. Remember when the waterfall? So, aw, thanks, man. Thanks, Fred. Thanks for the $10, man. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you so much. Y'all are all amazing. Y'all are all amazing also, and I appreciate you guys for your support and just being with me and sticking by me. I'm gonna go to the lake tomorrow and take the kids, so I will see you guys at the waterfall, and we'll have a little meditation there because it was just so peaceful and I just love it. So I want to take you guys back there with me. And I love you guys. Thank you for everybody that came out to the meeting tonight and just shared and participated in the chat. Like I said, it helps so much because you guys help each other. So I love y'all. I'll see my patrons Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have a patron-only live stream. So I'll see you guys Sunday at 7, okay? All right. Night, guys.